So I've been kind of dabbling in photography. Definitely way more on the beginner novice side, but it's been fun to pick up something new and to learn something new. And that's kind of what I like about coaching as well, is there's always something new to learn. And through my studies, I like to study more of the personalities around photography and some of the philosophical mindsets that go into creating your own individual style from a photographic standpoint. And I've been studying this Japanese philosophy called Wabi Sabi. And it's similar to kind of yin and yang, but it's a Japanese philosophy that can be applied to most anything. But in this respect with photography, the idea is taking parts beauty and parts imperfection and integrating that into your photography. Uh-oh, I'm in a mosquito zone. Big time. So you're integrating beauty and imperfection within photography. A good example might be, hey, you're taking a macro photo of a flower, and maybe there's 3 little imperfections of this flower along the edge of the petal of the flower that could be seen as imperfections. Oh, mosquitoes. But these imperfections actually equal out your eye within the composition of the photos, creating a very appealing beauty to the overall composition. So instead of seeing it as imperfection, it now becomes pleasing to the eye and actually adds to the beauty of the photo. So been kind of thinking on my run up today. I sat in the truck and it was raining, and I was looking up at the mountain. I had a 1,500 foot climb in 3 miles, and I love this climb. I knew it was going to be beautiful. The sun or the light is just perfect, but it was just pouring rain. And I just focused on, okay, once I get out, hardest part's getting out the door, right? So I just got out, and it's been amazing. But as I'm climbing up Farron's, I've been thinking about kind of how Wabi Sabi can be applied to running. And I talk a lot about variety to your week, or add variety to your running. And I think this is where maybe Wabi Sabi can come in, is looking at our strengths and weaknesses. Is that a good, well-rounded athlete, regardless of the sport, but in this case running, really needs to train their strengths and weaknesses, especially early in the season is the perfect time to address your weaknesses. And a good way to kind of a simple and easy way to detect some of your weaknesses is simply diving into your running and what types of runs that you kind of avoid doing because you don't like to do. Maybe you don't like to take recovery days. Maybe your easy day is too hard and too fast. Maybe all you like to do is run easy. Maybe your long run is just long and easy all the time. Break it up, throw some intervals in with it. Or maybe you're stuck in doing the same distance for your long run. Break it up in 2 days. Do 2 back-to-back moderately long runs. Mix it up. What don't you want to do? Are you an ultra runner or a trail runner who just does all their long stuff on trails? Get out on the road and do a long run on flat terrain and get some turnover. Or a road runner doesn't hit the trails. Hit the trails for some strength. And typically the things that we don't like to do tend to be weaknesses or something that we're not very good at. For example, me, I love doing long kind of threshold climbs in the mountains, but get me on the flat road and doing that same type of effort, I'm not very good at it. My physiology is not very good at it. My muscle makeup's not very good at it. So I tend to avoid doing that because I'm not good at it. Therefore, it's a weakness because I kind of shy away from it. So again, a good way to detect your weaknesses, mosquitoes, is to really kind of be honest with yourself and what types of runs don't you like doing. I love doing 1 to 3 minute hard intervals, whereas someone who maybe loves the flat tempo threshold runs opposite of me aren't maybe going to like those 1 to 3 minute efforts because their physiology is a little different. So ask yourself, what are those things that you don't like to do? And that's probably a weakness, and something that you can integrate into your training that could be seen as maybe imperfection, but in the long run add to the beauty of your running. The Wabi Sabi. Okay? So step back, take an honest look at what you don't like to do, and apply the Wabi Sabi principle and add beauty and imperfection to your running. Okay, speaking of imperfections, I got the mosquitoes, but I'm just embracing them, kind of. All right, still raining, but it's beautiful. I'm headed down, and over and out from Farron's Trail. First time up this year, only one patch of snow, and it's just beautiful light out here. And I'm gonna snap some photos, and maybe you can check out my Instagram for my Wabi Sabi photographs. All right, over and out from Jackson Hole, Born to Run World. See you guys.